chest kicking this robot.
Imagine being at your nan's funeral and then all of a sudden you crack it open, it's huffing a vape or something.
Damn, that coffin looks more like a fridge. The cremation was due to be live streamed by the temple. You just they'll watch anything on Twitch.
Quite got deep on this.
Yeah.
Talk about wanking about 10 minutes ago. And the raccoon is also pictured passed out next to the toilet. Whose mum is this? A Facebook statement said,
Hello, welcome to Not News, where we talk about interesting headlines that we heard over the week. I'm going to start it off strong. I got this one with, it intrigued me because there's a guy fucking like chest kicking this robot in a boxing ring. I thought that was pretty sick, so I thought it'd be a good way to kickstart.
That would always draw my attention.
Yeah, so it's...
I know he's fully clarting him as well. I don't know, when you told me about this, I didn't realise he'd be like full foot in chest.
Yeah, so it's why robots still can't match humans and what's holding them back. So at the biggest tech conference in the world in Las Vegas, Sky News looks at just how close robots really are to becoming like us. And then, the inferior robot just gets kicked in the chest. But yeah, what kind of made it funny to me is the way they were interviewing this guy who was fighting it. It's like, my first fight with a robot started badly. I punched it hard in the chest and felt a jarring sensation running back up my arm. It's like hitting a brick wall.
Well, yeah, you're punching a titanium plate.
Yeah.
Of course it's not going to feel comfortable.
Things got better when I started kicking it. Oh my God. Yeah. It gave a good shove. I gave it a good shove with my foot and it went reeling back into the ropes of the ring. This guy took it super seriously. But yeah, it's just so funny. At this point, a human might have given up, but robots are indefatigable. It bounced straight back up, ready for further punishment. So I kicked it again. It's just what a stupid thing.
Where does it end? That's what I was saying. Obviously, we're fighting robots in boxing rings, but where do you draw a line? Where is it like, maybe we should not do this?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I think sometimes you got to show who's boss.
I suppose giving it a roundhouse kick is definitely a way.
Yeah, look, and if you go down to the picture underneath, look, it's showing its friend who's boss as well. That's its coach. Yeah, its coach. It's like, I'm
Imagine
done.
that ring. How would that like end of round talk go?
I don't know. I guess it's over the internet. You don't hear it. It's just completely silent.
Just ones and zeros.
But yeah, it's basically going on to say how balance is tricky for robots and things like that. Like, have you seen those videos where they fall over and just have a proper fit? They're just like,
they just don't know what's going on. But here, look, once I'd recovered from the bout, I was able to appreciate the strengths and weaknesses of the technological achievement I just witnessed.
Oh my God.
Balance is tricky for robots, but the G1 was able to get back up even after a hefty kick.
With the Roomba.
Yeah. What it lacked was agility. No shit. No.
Yeah.
Something made out of nuts and bolts doesn't quite move and be as agile as someone who is human, obviously.
Yeah. How do you think you get on with an AI robot?
I'd lose. Honestly, I'd get one. I saw recently. Did you see the video of a guy like fighting an AI robot that was copying his every move?
No.
Did you see that?
Oh, I did not.
And it kicks him in the balls. That is literally what would happen to me.
I did see that.
Yeah. It wasn't able to dodge my blows the way a human might. In part, this was by design. Unitree wants humans to enjoy the experience, which means letting them win. So basically, this is for blokes who have an ego problem that need to have a scrap.
Yeah.
But they don't want to be in a ring or fight an actual person.
Yeah, they just want to fight an unstable robot. Call it a win. Why not?
What a ridiculous thing. On to the next one, from roundhouse kicking robots to dead Thai women in crematorium wakes up in coffin. This is probably my worst nightmare. The thought of not being dead, but being put in a coffin and then waking up in a coffin. So I have no idea how this woman would have felt. But staff at What Rat No, we can laugh at that, can't we?
What stuff?
What rat Pratt Kong? Is
Oh, yeah.
that right? Have I said that right?
Yeah, taken to What Rat Prakong, yeah.
Can I?
Tam.
Tam.
What Rat Prakong Tam.
What rat Prat Hong Tang
Yeah.
temple near Bangkok says they were alerted after hearing a knocking from inside the coffin moments before the crematorium was due to start. A woman brought in for cremation at a Thai temple was found alive in her coffin. The 65-year-old had been taken to Wat Rak Prak Hong Tam, a Buddhist temple on the outskirts of Bangkok, after she appeared to stop breathing 2 days earlier. That's some mad shallow breathing. Well, if she's 65 years old and she's from Wat Rak Prak Hong Tam,
Yeah.
and she's I feel like the food they eat in Thailand is the world's oldest people always live in that region of the world.
True.
So I reckon like her 65 is like our 32 in the Western world. That would be my
sounds about
guess.
right. Yeah.
But her family had travelled hundreds of miles with her body in the coffin and were preparing to have her cremated. Hundreds of miles. I suppose there's not like in anywhere else like in the Western world where like you'd have a crematorium like near like a local one.
Yeah.
And putting her on a fire isn't that dignified, is it? You can't just chuck your gran on a bonfire.
No, not advisable.
Not advisable. That would stink as well, wouldn't it? I'd allegedly. So I don't want to incriminate us. However, moments before the service began, a shocked temple manager. That's an actual job, which is nuts. I want to be one of them. Yeah. A shocked temple manager, Perat Sudthup, which is a sick name as well, said he heard a faint knocking coming from inside the coffin. Right, this is Mr. Sudthup's quote. I was a bit surprised, so I asked him to open the coffin, and everyone was startled. I feel like that's one of the biggest understatements you could have ever given.
I'd be surprised if someone was knocking on a coffin in a morgue.
Imagine being at your nan's funeral and then all of a sudden
I'd love that.
Crack it open, huffing a vape or something.
Yeah.
I saw her open her eyes slightly and knocking on the side of the coffin. She must have been knocking for quite some time. How long is too long?
The cremation was due to be live streamed by the temple. You just read. Damn.
That's
not
nuts.
watch anything on Twitch.
But I don't get it. So you have to travel hundreds of miles for a temple, yet they have the technology to live stream it?
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Would you want your cremation live streamed?
I don't think there'd be enough interest, to be honest.
Fair enough. I saw her eyes open slightly and knocking on the side of the coffin. How can you, if she's in the coffin, have I got that wrong? How can you be in the coffin but see her eyes open? She must have been knocking for quite some time.
Damn. But yeah, it's saying she'd been bedridden for 2 years.
Here we go. It was covered by the nation's best sold newspaper.
Big story.
The Thai Wraith, which is a quality name for a newspaper. They named the woman in question as I'm struggling with these names. Can you help me out with that one?
So I don't know where you are. I was reading something else.
Sorry, is my piece of news boring?
No. I'm just.
What are you reading?
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It says the brother placed her in a coffin and drove her 300 miles. Like, did he just have a spare coffin or something just to place in the car?
No, but like I was saying earlier, 300 miles seems excessive. Yeah. Especially when your temple has the technology to live stream your cremation. The brother said she had been bedridden for about 2 years.
Yeah.
Jesus, maybe it's time to go. Is that too much?
Nah, it's all right.
No, fair enough. Before her health deteriorated further and she became unresponsive, appearing to have stopped breathing, according to Mr. Sudthup.
Damn, that coffin looks more like a fridge.
It looks like a chest freezer.
Yeah, it does.
To be fair, if you're travelling 300 miles, you're going to need to preserve the body somehow.
Put your nan in the cool box.
Yeah, put your nan in. Imagine that couple calls like. I think it's okay to make these jokes because she isn't dead.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If she was dead, out of order. But if she's not dead, so it's fine. Just to finish off the story, asked how he felt to learn that his sister is still his sister. Oh, so Mr. Sudthup is the sister. How old is he?
Wait, I thought it was the the brother. Yeah.
After the woman was discovered alive. So how old is that bloke? Because she's what? Oh, she's 65. So he could be anywhere from his 50s to 70s, couldn't he? But like I said, their 50 would be our 25. Nice happy ending. Mrs. Suthup said the temple would cover her medical expenses.
Oh, that's very
so
nice.
really, she just had a 600 kilometer round trip to and from a temple
In the fridge.
to have her execution live streamed.
Yeah.
Which
Great.
is mental.
What a great piece of news. All right, moving on. I thought this one was quite good. It was on the BBC News. Swedish workers trial friendship hour to combat loneliness. This is a good way. I've had some dire jobs in the past, and I would have loved this. They get given £100 kind of voucher of sorts, 1,000 kroner, and they can just use that on whatever they want, like a little hobby or with a friend.
That is good.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Well, so they get given from the state, from the government.
Yep.
They get given 1,000 kroner. What's that in pounds?
$100, £80.
Oh, 80 quid.
Yeah.
Is that a month or a week or?
Uh,
So I put you on the spot there.
It doesn't really say. It just says £80. So I'm guessing it's monthly or weekly.
Yeah.
I hope it's weekly. You know.
Yeah. But like, if you had 80 quid to cure your loneliness, if you experience it, I'm sure everyone does. Well, how would you spend your 80 quid?
Oh, that's a good question. I think a good meal.
Yeah.
A nice meal where you can just have some good food and chat to whoever's there. I think it's always a nice.
I'd pick
Nice
to do
atmosphere.
a sport that I'd win at. Just like,
Great.
like I wouldn't be bowling because I suck at bowling.
Yeah.
Even though it's quite a communal sport. Can you call it a sport? Blokes used to do it with cigarettes. Do you know what I mean? It's like darts. Is darts a
All
sport?
sports had cigarettes.
Yeah. All the best sports had
Yeah, all
cigarettes.
the best. Yeah.
But I don't know. What would I do with 80 quid? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe put it in my pocket. Have a wank. No, just cut that. Nah. Staff at a major Swedish pharmacy chain are being given paid. Oh, so it's just at a pharmacy chain?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's
a
not
trial.
so it's not everyone.
No. It's a Swedish workers' trial.
Oh, man. How are pharmacists getting that time up? Have you been to Boots Pharmacy?
Not for a long
You
time.
wait for 3 years for your prescription.
Well, they're on this
and
loneliness
then
trial.
as they give you the prescription over the counter, they go, spit on
give you
you.
a good old spit.
To be fair, in Sweden, they're probably a lot nicer. Yasmin Lindberg, 45, is one of 11 so there's only 11 people in the whole country taking part in the pilot Friends Care Scheme. Taking part in the pilot Friends Care Scheme for the pharmacy group Apotek Hijar. Oh, I can't do these Scandi words. Hijartat. No.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, Apotek Hijartat.
So okay, so maybe it's not a government scheme, or is it? Oh, it is a government scheme,
Yeah.
but it's for one firm.
Yeah.
How did they pick the firm?
Whoa,
'Cause-
I'm getting FA Cup style.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
Balls
well-
in a,
Well,
balls in a bowl.
you've got who's the famous guy like that into the
Yeah.
what's his name? He's the English singer that supports Celtic. What's his name? Sir. Oh, it'll come to me. That's annoying. What's his? Wait, sorry, I'm gonna have to Google this. Fill in the gaps while I'm just Googling.
Well, it reminds me of, they were trialing in a few counties, like the 4-day week. And in all circumstances, it was positive, it raised morale of everyone in the group. Oh, he's got it.
Rod Stewart.
Number 4.
Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Have you not seen that famous clip where Rod Stewart goes? He jugs the balls. And he goes, and he proper like dives in.
I'll add it.
Yeah, and you add that clip in.
God, questionable guy. That's for sure.
But yeah, it does beg the question: how did they pick that group to be able to have that time off? Like, what was the thinking process? Like, why couldn't it be policemen or?
You need those.
Yeah, but you need
Obviously,
pharmacists.
you need pharmacy as well.
Like these, like the pharmacists, these sorts of industries are the backbone of all society, aren't they? So
Yeah.
it's just interesting that they came to pharmacies, pharmaceutical companies to have that sort of time off. She works shifts at the company's outlet at a retail park. Oh, that must be miserable. In Kalmar, a small seaside town in South Sweden.
Yeah.
South Sweden's warmer than North Sweden, and it's by the sea. And I don't know about you, but I love being by the sea, and I'm definitely happier there. So to be able to spend time by the sea in your lonely, like being lonely, overthinking.
Yeah.
Don't know.
It says at the bottom of this article there are 20 other businesses now offering wellness grants for employees.
That's so good.
So hopefully we can see that kind of spread to further than Sweden. I think it's a great idea. I'd get behind this for sure.
Volunteers have also received online training in how to recognise and tackle loneliness, which the pharmacy chain has made available for all its 4,000 employees across Sweden. That's the point. How do you know if you're lonely? Well, what is that? How do you describe that feeling?
I feel it's one of those things you only work out once you're out of it. For me, anyway.
Okay.
Because I always look back and I'm like, that was a terrible time. But at the time, you're kind of just rolling through it, right?
True. I think it's like human instinct to just like trudge through and get it done. And then it's only when you have the sort of like the privilege of hindsight, you can be like, oh my God, that was terrible. But then I suppose you can appreciate, got deep all of a sudden.
Yeah. That's fine.
Talking about wanking about 10 minutes ago. That it's good that Sweden are helping their citizens sort of get out the other side.
Yeah, 100%.
Is there any other nice parts about this?
No, that's about it.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Like it mentions here about the cultural conditions of Sweden being like the Swedish mentality is like you shouldn't disturb others. They value personal space a lot and they have a hard time breaking the ice, which kind of like
British as well.
Yeah,
It
it's
feels
like
quite British.
it does like, but it's sort of like, leave people to themselves. But in reality, like I think a lot of people are obviously struggling, and because of the culture and the stigma around talking about those sorts of things, that people don't get it off their chest, do they?
100%.
More than 40% of homes are occupied by just one person. And in July's report by Swedish Public Health Agency indicated there are high levels of loneliness among this group. I wish I could afford to live by myself. 40%, mate, get me to Sweden. I'm glad that they're looking after their citizens and making sure that the loneliness epidemic is being thought about.
For sure.
Last one?
Last one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wrong one. There we go.
Right, this headline is... do you want to read this headline?
Spirit animal. Raccoon gets drunk as a skunk in a booze store and sleeps off hangover in the toilet.
Sounds like me at university.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Officials say the raccoon was taken into custody and allowed to sleep for a few hours before being released into the wild, presumably with headaches. Yeah. So there's some great images to go along with this article. Yeah. As you can see, there's some kind of are we in America?
Yeah, there's no raccoons in the UK. It's got to be US.
America.
Yeah, US.
We seem to be in some kind of liquor store, and the raccoon is also pictured passed out next to the toilet. I've definitely been spatchcocked like that by the toilet bowl many times. After a few Jaeger bombs mashes your stomach.
Yeah, we can all relate to this raccoon right here.
On a wild Friday night, if it was on a Tuesday, you'd have to make sure the raccoon was all right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would be.
Anyone getting that smashed on a Tuesday needs help. But anyone getting that smashed on a Friday, crack on. Do you know what I mean? Isn't that mad how that is the thing?
Yeah.
Like Friday, Saturday night, if you get absolutely drunk to the point of oblivion where you can't like remember what you did the night before, it's like, that's so funny.
Yeah.
But do it on a Tuesday or a Wednesday and everyone's like, oh, I think you've got a problem, mate.
Yeah, for sure. It's a weird world out there.
But anyway, good news. Raccoon did this on a Friday, so we don't have to worry about whether he's an alcoholic or not. The animal broke into a liquor store. Oh, it was Virginia. Broke into a liquor store in Virginia and began helping itself to the stock.
I like here how it says spirits were the tipple of choice. Like it knew what it was doing.
Yeah, like drank gin.
Oh no gin
wine.
for me, please.
Yeah.
I'm straight vodka, please.
What spirit do you reckon it was drinking? Oh, wait, I suppose. Oh, that was yeah. What spirit do you reckon was its drink of choice?
Oh, let's have a look here.
What bottles? I can see whiskey bottle.
Yeah.
It's mainly whiskey bottles, isn't it? I mean, look, the liquid looks brown.
Yeah, it seemed to enjoy the whiskey the most.
What vintage of Glenfiddich does a raccoon like best?
Got to say 24.
A 24.
Yeah, I think they're bougie kind of.
I
whiskey kind of animal.
reckon raccoons are more of a Jack Daniels.
Do they?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's a good.
I can't
that's a good
imagine
shout.
a raccoon being that bothered about like how long a whiskey's been aged in a bottle for. What did it say? The following morning, an officer was asked to investigate reports of a break-in, and was unprepared for what happened next.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. She was. I don't know why. Never mind. I was shocked to read a she, but of course, like the police officer could be. Of course, it can.
Yeah.
But in Virginia, I just imagine male policemen shooting people. So it's actually quite nice to have a female copper because, yeah, the raccoon probably wasn't shot.
Yeah.
So the following morning, an officer was asked to investigate reports of a break-in and wasn't prepared for what happened next. She was greeted by a soaked aisle that reeked of booze and was littered with smashed bottles. As you said, spirits were the tipple of choice. This wasn't a wine rack. Who wrote this article? Who wrote this article? It's normally at the top, isn't it?
Yeah, it's usually at the top. I can't.
I don't know. They're a comedic genius.
Doesn't say.
Never mind. The soaked. Oh, there we go. Officer Martin's inquiry soon took her to the bathroom, where she discovered the raucous raccoon, sleeping it off
in between the toilet and a bin.
My dyslexia went mental there. Couldn't get my words out. The slozzled subject was rumbled and described as very intoxicated. Well, when you've been sessioning it on the spirits, it's no surprise. And it's how much booze does it take for a raccoon to get absolutely smashed?
How much? What's the average weight of a raccoon? It can't be more than 5 to
So you're
10
thinking about it
kg,
too
right?
much. I was thinking about like just number of pints.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is how many units do you think it is? Yeah.
Well, how many pints does it take for you to get a bit jolly?
I'd say 4.
4.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But like for this raccoon to look like that, I'd need at least 7.
So like, I think it would take me about 12.
What a tank. What an absolute tank.
No, that's not flex. Alcoholism isn't a flex.
No.
But I don't drink. I haven't drank for a while. But when I was drinking, on a night out, I could easily sink 12 and still get home and be all right.
Yeah.
And then wake up in the morning. But it's to feel groggy, but not like. Do you know what I mean? That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
12 is too much. And what? So just over 500 ml. That's like 6 and a bit litres of beer.
It's like a keg.
It is like a keg.
Yeah, just carry a keg around with you.
That's gross.
Yeah.
But I reckon maybe a raccoon needs what? 2?
Yeah, 2. Well, spirits. So what are we saying? 5, 6 shots?
Yeah, so 2 doubles.
2 double
JD and Coke. A Facebook statement said, that's very vague.
Oh, yeah.
A Facebook statement said,
45-year-old.
Yeah, whose mum is this?
Yeah. Unk making a post.
Officer Martin safely secured our masked bandit and transported him back to the shelter to sober up before questioning. Well, there you go. After a few hours sleep and 0 signs of injury, which is quite miraculous, really.
Yeah.
All that shattered glass everywhere, and Other than maybe a hangover and poor life choices, we've all been there. He was safely released back into the wild, hopefully having learned that breaking and entering is not the answer. I imagine this raccoon, like The Hangover, the movies. I might like the films.
Got the Mike Tyson tattoo.
Yeah,
And so
you woke up with a Mike Tyson tattoo, an STI.
Have you heard that Mike Tyson? He was in that film, obviously. We just said, but he can't remember filming it at all because he was so high when he did it. He was like in a big drug state. Yeah,
Jesus.
So he's like, "What? I was in that film? It's crazy."
Wow, I didn't know that. Mike Tyson loves like getting stoned, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Not for me. The store has thanked Officer Martin for providing our visitor with a sober ride home after he racked up a substantial bill. Well, there you go.
There you go. Thank you, Raccoon, for giving us a lovely little news story there.
Yeah. Half an hour.
Yeah, I think that'll do.
Yeah.
It's a good little trial.
Yeah, it's a good little trial. And then like, I say we can put it together. Yeah, you can edit it, put it together. Should we talk about how we can improve the podcast?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I think what needs done is we need to come in with the concept. We sort of knew what we wanted to do, didn't we? But we didn't.
Yeah.
But we didn't. We didn't really have an idea before we press record. We would like sort of press record, but we need to sort of work out what type of news we want to cover. But like you were saying, it would be nice to have like a range of stories. Have some that are lighthearted, some that are a bit deeper, but also come into the room with stories prepared.
Yes,
and do some more research.
Yeah, I had a couple. I think next time I'll read them a bit more thoroughly and like highlight a few bits and bobs to kind of make light of.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's fun. I enjoyed looking for these headlines and just sitting down.
You could definitely do it with more people as well.
Yeah.
You could 100% have like people just come in and
you could have anyone come in and say what they like.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be interesting. I think I do like the premise. But for a pilot, this has been perfect. So thank you very much.
Did I do too much talking? I felt like I talked way more than you did. Or did we?
I'm just not. I say what I say. I'm not. I should.
Maybe that's the dynamic.
Yeah, so it's something I can work on.
Yeah, I felt like we didn't like riff too much, or didn't talk for the sake of talking. I felt like, I don't know. We'll know when we hear it. Watch your back.
Be like, blah, 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 blah.
Just talk about absolute rubbish. But no, it was loads of fun. I'd love to get Steve.
Yeah. Steve would be good at this.
Yeah, Steve would be really good at this.
All right, we'll ask him. Ask him if he wants to come in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'll do.
Yeah.
For now. But yeah,
cool.
Thank you. I've been Charlie.
I've been Lewis. And that was
not news.